Thank you for calling 911. Due to the defunding as a result of the marches against police brutality, there are no officers available to respond to your emergency. At the end of this message, please describe in detail why you are calling, and a member of our team will return your call within 4 to 5 business days. Our services now include social workers, therapists, and mediators. For example, if somebody is robbing your house, we'll send out a mediator in 4 to 5 days to kindly ask them to stop. If this is a life-threatening emergency, please hang up and ask your higher being to help you.
Hey, so at one point, a woman sort of facetiously asked if there were any paid protesters in the house, and of course everybody shouted no and groaned. But you stood up and indicated that you are a paid protester. What did you mean by that?
Well, I meant, like we all get paid to
No, I don't know. Please explain.
Well, it's a difficult thing to explain, but basically, anytime that you're given the opportunity to protest and somebody will pay you to do it, that's like twice as good as just doing it on your own time.
So you weren't kidding around. You actually meant that you have been paid at some point to protest?
Yeah, like
How can I get in on that?
Yeah, okay, so, you go to, like, GeorgeSoros.com, and you just sign up right there. You put your name in, you put your email address, and there's an empty box there where you say how many times you're willing to protest and how much you want to get paid.
And you get a check directly from Soros?
Directly from Soros.
That's incredible.
Signed by him. He even invited me to lunch.
Does he sign it in blood?
He said if I'm willing to, like, gather some more friends, I can get paid like twice as much for every friend that I gather and kind of set up a pyramid scheme.
And you can get rich just based on protesting for Soros, right?
I already have, yeah. So basically I've been organizing most of the protesting that you see in California so far, and it's all due to being paid. If I wasn't paid, I would be, like, skiing.
Wow, this is unbelievable.
Yeah, I know. I just wish more people knew about it, because then we could actually, like, start a movement.
Okay, thanks a lot, man.
Yeah.
Because I know a lot of people in Michigan that are planning to vote for Trump, and they don't necessarily like him that much, and they don't necessarily agree with him. They're not racist and rednecks, they're actually pretty decent people. And so I wanted to sort of, after talking to a number of them, I wanted to write this. And Donald Trump came to the Detroit Economic Club and stood there in front of the Ford Motor executives and said, if you close these factories as you're planning to do in Detroit and build them in Mexico, I'm going to put a 35% tariff on those cars when you send it back, and nobody's going to buy them. It was an amazing thing to see. No politician, Republican or Democrat, had ever said anything like that to these executives. And it was music to the ears of people in Michigan and Ohio and Pennsylvania and Wisconsin, the Brexit states. You live here in Ohio, you know what I'm talking about. Whether Trump means it or not is kind of irrelevant, because he's saying the things to people who are hurting. And it's why every beaten down, nameless, forgotten working stiff who used to be part of what was called the middle class loves Trump. He is the human Molotov cocktail that they've been waiting for. The human hand grenade that they can legally throw into the system that stole their lives from them. And on November 8th, Election Day, although they lost their jobs, although they've been foreclosed on by the bank, next came the divorce, and now the wife and kids are gone, the car's been repoed, they haven't had a real vacation in years, they're stuck with the shitty Obamacare bronze plan where you can't even get a fucking Percocet. They've essentially lost everything they had, except one thing. The one thing that doesn't cost them a cent and is guaranteed to them by the American Constitution, the right to vote. They might be penniless, they might be homeless, they might be fucked over and fucked up, it doesn't matter, because it's equalized on that day. A millionaire has the same number of votes as the person without a job, 1. And there's more of the former middle class than there are in the millionaire class. So on November 8th, the dispossessed will walk into the voting booth, be handed a ballot, close the curtain, and take that lever, or felt pen or touchscreen, and put a big fucking X in the box by the name of the man who has threatened to upend and overturn the very system that has ruined their lives. Donald J. Trump. They see that the elites who ruined their lives hate Trump. Corporate America hates Trump. Wall Street hates Trump. The career politicians hate Trump. The media hates Trump after they loved him and created him, and now hate him. Thank you, media. The enemy of my enemy is who I'm voting for on November 8th. Yes, on November 8th, you, Joe Blow, Steve Blow, Bob Blow, Billy Bob Blow, all the blows, get to go and blow up the whole goddamn system because it's your right. Trump's election is going to be the biggest fuck you ever recorded in human history. And it will feel good.
My name is Henry Davis. I'm from St. Louis, Missouri. I am a former U.S. Marine, but once a Marine, always a Marine. And this is a warning. If you are under 18, turn this off. If you do not like curse words because you're so Christian or you don't like profanity, turn this off. If you are offended by any words against the Democratic Party, turn this off. If you are a never Trumper, you don't like Donald Trump, you can't stand his white ass, turn this off. Because I'm finna go in for about the next 4 minutes. Okay? I assume that you ready for the real deal. I don't give a fuck about who paid for the wall, how we get paid for. Let's vote on it. Put the American people to a vote on that shit. Let us vote on it. You can raise our taxes to pay for this motherfucking wall. I don't give a fuck about Nancy Pelosi, Maxine Waters, and what's the other motherfucker name? Chuck Schumer. These old motherfuckers need to go somewhere, get a body massage, sit down. Especially Maxine Waters. I don't know what the fuck her problem is. She the only black motherfucker in Congress really talking that bullshit about Donald Trump. Sit your old ass down, drink some tea, find you a young man, get you some dick in your life, and maybe you can put a smile on your face and hook Nancy ass up while you're at it. Because every time she talks, and shut the fuck up and go somewhere and sit your ass down. And then, y'all want to sit up and talk about Donald Trump tax returns. Who gives a fuck about his tax returns? Don't nobody care about Donald Trump tax return. He made a lot of motherfucking money. He paid a lot of goddamn taxes. Donald Trump don't show him shit. Fuck him. Fuck him, don't show him shit. Now, what I do give a fuck about is all our motherfucking kids killing each other in the street. St. Louis, Missouri, it's the next motherfucking Chicago. It ain't nothing but black kids dying. Y'all should be thinking about that shit. Y'all should be thinking about that shit. It ain't nothing but black kids dying in these fucking communities. These motherfuckers running around with assault rifles, shooting up people for no goddamn reason, hit and run kids and shit. They can't fucking drive. These motherfuckers running around, ain't got no driver's license, speeding up and down the streets and shit. We need to think about that. We didn't think about these motherfucking illegal immigrants over here. These motherfuckers running around here with the taking every goddamn, especially the motherfucking Muslim motherfuckers, Allah Akbar and all that shit. I'm telling y'all, it's coming. You gotta get y'all shit together. The Democratic Party, fuck y'all. Y'all been fucking with us for years. Y'all been fucking over us for years. I'm sick of this shit. I'm sick of people asking me, Henry, how do you feel about this? How do you feel about this? How do you feel about this? I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. The only thing I give a fuck about is security. Other than being safe in this motherfucking country. People getting some jobs in this goddamn country. And the motherfucking crime rate go down. That's what the fuck I'm concerned about. I got security cameras and shit up around my house. I'm buying guns left and fucking right because I'm getting ready for the goddamn war. And if you need somebody to come help you build a wall, call me goddamn because I ain't working right now. Yeah, I ain't working right now. Why? Because I got fired for doing the right goddamn thing. I'm always gonna do the right thing. At the end of the day, I'm always gonna be able to look myself in the motherfucking mirror. And people talking about I'm selling out. Selling out what? Ain't nobody selling shit. And I sure ain't got no money to buy none. Peace. And go Trump.